I sat over there for an hour waiting to get a box back because they like to say a lot of things. KJ, I was also going to address you. You like to talk about children a lot too. The fact that you asked if I had some infatuation with Lynn's son, I hope you enjoy yourself. The fact that you like to say the R word and the FAGGOT word and all that, it speaks for you, girl. Hi, y'all. Welcome in.
Mama don't have to pay anything. I pay it. Yes, I pay my bills. I don't know how to drive because I'm blind from my right eye. But
oh, by the way, Philly and Lake Lady, I don't give a fuck that you was in their box. Y'all actually don't affect me. You might have a year ago when we was close, but I got over that shit. If y'all can't get over it and you gotta jump in a box to insert yourself so much because you're a stalker and you was watching, then that's on you. Not me. I'm gonna turn this request off.
It's different. I don't understand how people can use the disability as an excuse.
That is wild punky. I don't know who it is.
Who I am is I was raised, the culture I was raised, the things I experienced, and I'm not saying I had the best life because God knows there's stuff I got.
So KJ started talking about something, and then Jeremy got pulled up with Elia. So then I got pulled up with Elia today, and we was talking about it. Elia got called out for lying and how she has her P3DO accusations on her, which she does have bad predatory accusations. So I told Elia, and I was explaining, I said, the difference between me and you is, Elia, is I was 18 years old when I got with someone that was older than me. I said, you're in your 20s and you got with somebody that was 15, 16 years old. It's not right. It's not okay. It's gross. So during this time, because I told Elia that, I said, I had got 18. I met up with my substitute teacher, ended up dating her. We got together for years, which is weird anyways in its own aspect if you want to look at it, but it's not, because I was a grown man and I liked older women. That's what I wanted. So when I got done talking about Elia's stuff and they dropped her, or she ran, I don't know if she got dropped or ran, the people that don't like me wants to come up in the box. Of course, I already knew it was going to get tensed up and it was going to get wild. Well, KJ wants to talk about Lynn, which is the substitute teacher, which was the one I dated for years, and called her a predator. I said, she's not, though. She didn't hit on me. I said, she didn't hit on no kids. She had no thoughts and intentions for kids. When I turned into adult and I seen her at a bar, I hit on her and I ended up at her house. That does not mean she's a predator. I was a grown-ass man, out of school, working, living on my own, with my own car, doing my own thing. So let's talk about this again. Before you try to say anything, she didn't make the approach. She not one time did. But for you to sit there and say that was the first remark. Then you made problems like 18-year-olds can't help raise children, or that they're not supposed to have children at 18. Like I couldn't have children or raise children at 18 because I was raising a 12-year-old at 18, helping take them to school, feed them, things like that. That was a problem because the girl I was with, her child needed to be taken care of, and I stepped up and helped take care of this child. You're so mad on that, so you call her a predator. And then you wanted to bring her in a box and try to speak to her when she said no. She's asking you to quit speaking on her and calling her a predator. That's all she asked. You didn't want to stop. So then y'all want to go over and try to say, I condone predator ways. No, the fuck I don't. Not one bit. She didn't do anything that was predator. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't go against law. She didn't talk to kids. She didn't go after a kid. I made the first remark. I made the first move. So let's talk about it again. You then want to turn it on me and say, what did I like to try to get with her son? You said daughter at first. So you talked about kids and tried to make it an SA thing, which was very gross when I had no intentions ever of hurting no children or that child alone. But you had to address that. You had to bring that up. KJ, you scare me. You scare me that you're an actual predator, calling people predators like the rest of these people that want to put false jackets on people. When you sit there and is asked to stop speaking on someone calling them predator when they're not, you don't do that. You don't keep going. That's a crime, right? That's defamation of character, but it's also a crime to call someone something like that they're not. You could ruin their life. See, KJ thinks that she's invincible because she's over there in South America or Africa or wherever. She's in Africa. You're not invincible. You're not invincible just because you're over there, right? I hope you know that. And the fact that she said she dropped me because I called Miss B a bitch, okay? That's not what I said. You actually need to go back and find the actual words I used, the terms, and the cussing that I did cuss at. But you didn't drop anybody else that called bitch over there, or anybody else that said awful terms about S-ing a thing and all these inappropriate comments that was put up there. Thank you so much. You love my hair. Thank you. But instead, you had to ignore me when I requested an hour and 15 minutes ago, waiting to get a box while I was getting ready, right? I waited to request when I got out of the shower, but while I was getting dressed and all that and getting ready, I was like, maybe I can go in the box and talk about, that you're trying to say that I condone predatory ways, which is really fucked up on your part. Really fucked up. Okay, Jay likes the drama. Oh, we know this. We see this. If it's not about KJ, KJ's in it with her spoon. But see, KJ, the thing about you is, you like to use the R word. You like to call people slow, unintelligent, poor. You like to make fun of the lower class constantly. You sit up there and use slurs against the LGBTQ community, but trying to explain why you're allowed to say that word. Oh, body shame's everything. Oh, yeah. Just like allowing pictures to be body shamed of me over there, letting the haters get up there and call me that, saying that I had kids' pictures in my phones, like Philly did. Listen here, you man-looking bitch. And I said that, and I stand on that, you man-looking bitch. If you're gonna keep my fucking name in your mouth, swallow and tell me if it's sweet or salty, and I'm not playing with you no more, Philly. Do you understand me? You're a motherfucking stalking ass man-looking bitch that want to sit there and act like you some hard thing, just like lady, you old hag that wanted to scam people last year over a hurricane that never even hit your fucking foundation, but you said it broke your foundation and that you was so close to the bridge that it was going to break and that you was going to know where you was going to move to, but then find out you was too far away from the bridge to even touch you. Lady, you need to worry about your dog and not me, honey. Alright. Yeah, that's what I said. You all fucking old ass hags that want to come after me. Oh, and by the way, Lady, I never sexually assaulted anybody. You know that's assault, SA is, not SH, which is harassment. Again, I never did harass nobody either that way. I made my comments back like y'all made comments to me or my wife. Right? Oh, but you forget that. Hey, Lady, why don't you tell Philly before she keeps bringing up that syrup that I licked off my fingers right here and did like this? You sat in there and said out your own damn fucking mouth. Oh, what, you never ate syrup before? Because that's all he's doing. That was you and sitting with me, Lady, in that top right box. You hypocriticals. Oh, we're going to sit there and condone it when it happened, but then when we're not his friend because he called us out for being a piece of shit, we're going to show that we can stalk him and go into every life he is and talk about the syrup that I condoned, though, and said, oh, you didn't know he was eating syrup? Oh, thank you. I cut it myself and dye it, if y'all want to know, but I'd probably get called a liar on that, too, since I'm a liar. What slur was said by you? And not one person. I haven't said a slur. When have I said a slur over there? When have I been racist? Can you tell me that? Now, me and Blue were part of the LGBTQ last year before I took accountability, and they took accountability, so-called accountability. We did call each other one time the FAGGOT. It wasn't right. We owned up to that. We took accountability. But that was our own community, okay? It wasn't like we was slurring, like, racist words, things like that. It's not right for a straight person to call us that. Okay, we're in that community. We get petty. It wasn't even right for us to say that. It was wrong. Okay, we shouldn't hurt our own community. But I'll be damned if I sit here and grew up and changed and realized myself how wrong that was. Being a part of my community, I'm not going to allow others to call us it. I'm not going to allow others to call me it or say it around me. Now, when I sat in that box that day, I didn't condone what KJ said. I didn't condone any of it, just like they don't condone what I did. But if I'm going to have the same morals as KJ is trying to have, is we're not going to judge for this and this, and we're going to listen and understand, I was trying to do that. But as I listen to KJ, she has talked about SHOTing people, how people needs to be SHOT'd. She has made fun of children. She has sat here and made fun of communities. she has sat here and made inappropriate comments. The fact that she keeps talking about kids and not having kids herself is overwhelming and alarming. The fact that she tells other people that has children you shouldn't have children is alarming. The fact that she can speak on anyone's children not having children is alarming. The fact that she thinks that it's okay for let other people call people predators, things like this, but they can't have a box to speak back is alarming. The fact that you called someone that was an adult a predator, that dated an adult to adult, was alarming. So I'm going to tell you right now, when I reacted back to you and screamed at every one of you today, is because you called a pure woman that has never hurt a soul on this app or off this fucking app, has done nothing but teach children how to educate, has never went after a child, has never even had the intentions to harm a child, but you had the nerve to call her a predator, and she couldn't defend herself. Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Because you are the same sick fucking women that speak on men and say, oh, they are just so horrible, but you're saying so much body shaming, speaking on other women, talking on other people's husbands. You're sick. You women alone are fucking jokes. You're jokes, but you want to speak on men? You want to speak on how, oh, a man said this to me. Look at what the fuck you said about that man. You called him a predator when he wasn't. And you expected he should smack you. I don't condone violence, and I don't believe a man should ever smack you. But you call him a predator and trying to ruin their life, you should get rated E hands. That's what you should get. Talking about digital footprint. I don't give a fuck about that digital footprint. Because I know my mouth is my mouth. And my actions that did real life stuff is different. I can say whatever the fuck I want because I'm mad. Doesn't mean it's right. Does not mean it's right at all. And I made them choices. But I stopped. I grew the fuck up. Y'all seen this. Okay, Jay, the other day talking about Dalton took his accountability. He did some fucked up shit in his past. He said a lot of fucked up shit. But he stood here and took his accountability. But today, KJ, you try to flip it around. You flipped it right on around, right? Let me turn these invites off. So, KJ, you think you're a good person? Because I think you eating shit. You want to tell people to unalive. You want to tell people what's going to happen to them. You want to say they're horrible parents. They're horrible people. They don't need kids. You talk on race. But you try to condone, oh, you're such perfect and that your knowledge, man. I don't give a fuck if you graduated early. I don't give a fuck how smart you think you are. You're not the smartest person. And you ain't always right. I don't give a fuck how intelligent you are. You think Einstein was always right? Do you? I'd love to know your answer to that. Do you think Einstein was always right, ma'am? Or did you think he actually invented things? Or did he take it from others and call it his inventions? I need to know your logic. Since you're so educated, right? And you want to talk about all these things that's so influencing, and it's going to bring out my level of integrity to the point that I'm going to use all these sophisticated words to approach you in a manner to show you that I am the intelligent one here. You're not. You're stupid.
Hey, was that true? Was that true?
What?
Did he take other people's ideas?
Yes, he did.
Oh, really?
Yes,
wow.
Einstein. Oh, my God.
I didn't know. I never heard that.
Oh, my Jesus.
I didn't know.
You think the dude that created the light bulb?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they tell us whatever they want us to think.
I'm just fucking saying. Let me get my spoon out. Okay? I'm right, you're wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? I'm big and you're short, okay? I'm tall and you're not, okay? Let me get my wooden spoon out to scare you through the internet. Oh my God. Are you scared yet? Are you scared yet? No, it's not a hairbrush. Don't you insult my intelligence. I'll block you. You'll be the only one blocked. We don't block here, but you'll be blocked. Don't you insult my intelligence. Don't you fucking do it. I'll go get another hairbrush. Don't insult my intelligence. This is my spoon, and my spoon knows all. Don't insult it. I'm sorry, I don't scream. I know I screamed right now. Other people's not going to scream on here like Dalton or call someone a bitch, but I'm going to let everybody else call a bitch, and I'm going to scream at you, though, because you don't deserve children. You're a horrible parent. You're a horrible person because you came on here. Why don't you just get off the internet then? Why don't you just get off the internet then? If you can't handle it. Because we're going to call you out after you took accountability and apologized. And we're going to keep dragging you for 10 years. You know a murderer's still a murderer 10 years later, right? Right? Because I got to keep using that example. That example, right? Your logic ain't fucking logic. And you use the same fucking repeating sentences. You say the same shit to everybody. A marker's not a marker, right? Unless they... No. What? What? Use some other context, girl. Why you gotta go to marker and a P3DO? I just need to know. See, we can play it too. I don't need your clout. Dumbass. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's true. It's how fuck KJ is. She thinks that she's the empowerment over there. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm gonna talk over you. You ain't gonna talk over me, and I'm gonna answer your question, but you can't respond. No! I'm trying to ask you a question, but you're not answering me while they're talking, trying to answer the question. No! I asked you a question. You're changing the subject. Shut up for 2 seconds, KJ. Shut up and listen. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. She wants to be famous. To what? For her mansion that looks like an apartment building on the outside? You want to talk about that? I seen mansions, honey. You ain't got no stress driveway. Your shit looks like the Project Complex apartments. Painted gray on the outside, honey. With a slide door that heads to the beach. Oh, let's take the ghetto over there. Gratata Beach.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like the ghetto and the beach. I live at the fucking... I at least live in a subdivision, do you? I at least live on the beach where I can walk out and touch it with my feet. Do you? I needs to know. Jesus mercy. Who can't leave because the crime's out there? Jesus. She thinks she lives in a mansion. Y'all ever been in apartment buildings? Y'all ever been in suites? They look like complexes. Okay, build it. It's squared off. It ain't even got a pretty front door. She got an apartment door. A glass opening door, not a slide one. You open that bitch like you're going in apartments. What mansion, bitch? That's why you go in 4 rooms, right? Oh, I took my elevator, but you didn't go nowhere but outside. You went from straight the top floor to your kitchen, which is in the next room, with a huge walk-in closet. I got a huge walk-in closet. Girl, I got a walk-in closet. Mine ain't as huge as yours, but I got one. I live in a house. You think your shoes? Nikes are big and bad. Oh my God. I looked at your shoes and screenshot them. Your shoes cost $130. Oh my God. Every one of your shoes and that whole row costed about $100 to $130. Girl, where's your car? You talk about it so much, right? You threw up a Gucci's watch and you brought out a night. Don't talk to me. My wooden spoon will get you. Oh, thank you, Aaliyah. Don't talk to me. Know who you think you are insulting my intelligence? Because I graduated a year earlier than most people. Fucking bullshit.
He's been in South Africa. He's been everywhere. Yeah. He's been on 9 tours. He's been on his last tour. Yeah, he's been out to South Africa. I was going to tell you that, KJ. He has been there.
I gotta leave soon, y'all.
It's one of my dream places to go.
I gotta leave soon.
How you think it is one of the most beautiful places you'll ever be in your entire life. Sean,
Ain't this some shit?
South Africa is...
I got a bob. Y'all getting gingerbread.
Because they don't want you to see how good we have it.
Oh, this shit has been unbelievable.
I don't come in here.
She hasn't washed her ass in days. More or less that damn rope that she's wearing wants to talk shit about me. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you, everybody. You guys are real. Like, I bob it. So, like, I'm off camera, but I'm here now. Okay. And look, no filter. They all want to talk about me. I ain't cute without a filter. I'm still cute. I'm adorable, bitches. You could never. Anyways, yeah. I knew it was gonna happen. I was waiting. I really was, honestly, Savage, because like the way she talks about, I don't give a fuck about none of you, and then she turns around, and she's like, "Oh, but you're my community." But I don't give a fuck about none of you. I don't give a fuck about my mods. I don't give a fuck about you.
Why?
Yeah, that's what she does constantly. Thank you, OG.
No, I'm like so confused. Like,
I thought you had to care a little bit. Like I thought you don't have to love these people like you're gonna love your wife or your family because you don't know strangers on the internet, but you can have a love for them too. I got close to Savage Joe the last few years, so yeah, she's like my best friend, even though we've never personally met. Our bond doesn't mean it's any less.
yes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I used the word yet. I didn't say we haven't met and ended there. I said yeah, because there will be a day I'm going to meet Savage. There's going to be a day I'm going to meet people that I actually respectfully. There's still going to be a day that I'm going to meet Grumpy. So I'm just saying, these people don't know, and they're making themselves look foolish. You can speak on anyone you want, but it's these same people that don't like me that said the same lies, and I've proved 1,000 times they're not innocent. I'm not a victim, but they're not either. And I hate that KJ says, "Oh, you're a victim." No, you're not. Okay, there's a point. If you're bullying someone back and you're cussing them out and putting deceased stuff of them back, you're not a victim at all. You're not at all. It doesn't matter if you change a few months later. You're not a victim at all. Dalton's coming. Oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. I feel like I'd be cursed. Okay, I don't like funerals. I don't go to anybody's but families. I'm a very superstitious person of that. I feel like it's bad juju to go to someone else's funeral. Like if you're friends though, you're my family, so you count. But if it's like stranger, Katie, no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'll light a candle for you. I'll light a candle for you. I will do that. Okay. Yeah. I don't like funerals. No. I always look at people in the casket. Y'all ever done this? You ever looked at somebody in the casket and thought they were still breathing because their body looked like it was breathing? I panic.
Because I have an anxiety. I have a really bad anxiety.
I look down in that casket and I look at their chest and they look like it's moving. Like it's creepy. I'm like, are you alive? I know you ain't just lying. They ain't lying right now, are they? Are you alive? Hello, can you hear me, Grandma? Hello, that's what I did for real. Her stomach looked like she was moving. I said, Grandma, are you alive? Y'all, that might be morbid, but that's what I did for real. She looked like she's breathing. Thank you, Grumpy.
Because in that mind, you want her to be, you want her to be alive. You want her, you know.
Mm-hmm. I just was gonna go back and talk to KJ and I was gonna be able to look. I know it got a little heated earlier, but you gotta understand, I reacted. It wasn't like I was just trying to be an ass. Y'all called people things that they wasn't, and that term I'm getting irritated now with. If y'all don't want to fight for that term to be used on the real people and stop being used on people that don't deserve that, you're part of the problem. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you are a P3DO, you don't deserve to be on Earth. I'm just going to say it, okay? I don't think you deserve any part of it. Send them to Mars, okay? I don't believe to unalive, but I'd say send them to Mars. Send them to Pluto. I don't give a fuck. Send them out of fucking Earth. But I'm going to say this right now. If you're an innocent person and you've ever been accused of that, I am so sorry. That can ruin your life. It has ruined people's lives. It has actually put innocent people in jail just because they got guilty and said, oh, they did this because they broke up. You guys, enough is enough with the fakeness and come back to reality. There is real people that are really creeps like that. I've said stupid shit out of my mouth to people, cussing them back, things like that. But there's no way in hell I'm ever going to talk to a minor inappropriately. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. And I don't have to sit here and let you keep saying it over and over and over, just like Riz and all them want to say. It's true. None of it, what you're saying about me, is actually true. Okay, there's probably 1% of everything that you've said about me in the whole fucking year actually true. The rest of it is your exaggeration. And I'm going to say exaggeration because when you get mad at somebody, you exaggerate the story and make it into the story that you want, and then you speak on that story. And every time you listen to that story, it changes a little form. And if you listen to these people, they always make it worse and worse and worse. It started with one story, and now we're at 20 different stories. Now we're at 20 different topics. Now we're here. Okay, well, let's settle this. What have you done to insult, belittle, harass, go after family, or do any of the harms that you've done? I'm tired of you saying, oh, Dalton does this. Lake Lady, what'd you do? You want to talk about it? All right, let's talk about Philly, you man bitch. You want to talk about what you've done? Oh, y'all don't, right? No. Becca, you want to talk about what you've done? Going after the mother of my child, contacting her, putting up text messages, lies, hurting a child. Blue, you want to talk about what you've done? Put up my dead family, made accounts of me, called me slurs, coached a woman to say I touched your child. So, I mean, and there's a list that goes on and on and on. You know why I didn't bring Melanie up? Because I respect Melanie now. Because Melanie was the only fucking person that came up and said, yeah, Dalton did some shitty shit. He said some really fucked up shit that I still might not ever get over, but I said things that hurt him too. I did some really shitty shit too. I hurt him with his babies too. She was the only fucking one. Katie has even said, Katie's done some fucked up shit to me too. I fucked up and messed around with Katie. She's fucked up and did some stupid shit too. Yes, I'm gonna say it. But Katie has lightened up a little bit. Even though I don't know what she does in the back end, I just know what I see in the live streams. I just know what I've seen lately, and that's all I'm taking. And that's the thing that people need to see this. If I am willing to see a change in Katie, they gotta be willing to see a change too. And it does not happen overnight. And for anyone that says nobody's changed, I'm not in a change that you want because I'm not gonna be ideal to you. I'm not. No one is ever gonna be the ideal person that you want them to be. They're never gonna be. They make mistakes. They do faults. They are human. And I promise you this. When you stop fucking looking at people's flaws as much as you do and try to see the heart that some people have, you're actually going to see some pure in them. Not all hate. Not all angry. Why am I angry? Because that is a real bad accusation to classify me as. Call me a piece of shit. Call me whatever you want. But you can't call me a bad dad, and you can't call me a predator. That's the two I don't stand on. And I will fight you.
To
ahead.
I want to address Miss Cassie. That is a lie, ma'am, because Mr. Blue was over there in KJ's live talking on Dalton. So please, don't do that.
And that's true, because I seen it, I heard it, I know. And that's the same thing as the other night with Blue. This is what pisses me off with Blue. Blue comes in and says in literally KJ's live that I hope you're doing better. I said, don't address me, Blue. Later that night, they share a live to me. So I go into Dommy's live. Blue wants to bring up, what about my grandmother? And trying to act like, oh, now you're going to retract things on us. No. We're not going to talk about your grandmother. Let's talk about all of it then. Fuck it. Okay, Mr. Coaching women to say bad things on their children. Let's fucking correct it. I've done things Blue has went real life. That's the difference. Okay, I've done things on the internet. Blue's went real life. I don't give a fuck if Blue likes me. I don't give a fuck if Blue misses me. I don't want to be around Blue, nor do I want to look at the rainbow anymore because it's got the color blue in it. So let me tell you this. These people are not obsessed. We're not going to use that word, okay? They're disoriented, all right? They do not realize that they are so attracted to somebody's appearance of what they're going to do next, not appearance of a nature of meaning sex. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying lust. I'm saying appearance, meaning the next second they come on, they got to be right there to see exactly what's going to happen the next time they fart, the next time they pick their nose, the next time that they get irritated. And you know what's going to happen? It's never going to be both of them said shit to each other. Both of them was wrong. No. Look at what Blue did. Look at what Dalton did. Look at what Becca did. Look at what Katie did. Grow up. This pointing finger shit doesn't work. I could be doing it every day. I could do everything you're doing every day, Blue. I know you're watching. I could do everything that every one of you is doing every day. Showing every video. Showing every clip. Showing every time we fought. Why? To make you resurface trauma? To make you reopen wounds that you ain't healed from? If you're going to heal, I'm green lighted. I don't know. If you're gonna heal from it, you do know that means that you gotta get away from what's broken you. Do you understand watching what broke you or being around the things that broke you is not going to heal you? It is never going to make you get better. You can dislike whoever you want. But when you are sitting there, controlling your life around them, they won. You didn't win. Not at all, you didn't win. Every time that you think that you're winning, every time that you think you're one-upping or gaining something, you're actually falling worse because you're showing who you are, not who they are. You cannot go and say, oh, damn, it's still. Y'all just don't like the truth, right? Y'all don't like the truth, right? Why are you hiding your faces all the time? I'm Bob Marley. Do you want to see my face? I don't hide my face, ever. This is no filter. Look, when I smile, you even get my cracks. Um, who's hiding? I'm Bob Marley. I'm in Oregon, I'm legal, but I still can't on TikTok. It's illegal. But why are you so worried if I was on gingerbread? Or if I was on a filter or off camera? You know I can turn the camera off too, right? Hold on. Let's show you that magic. Why does it matter? You're hearing us, you're sitting here, right? You're so inserted in it. You're so worried about what the next thing's gonna happen, or you need to know the surface of it. So explain to me what's the fucking difference of this or a fucking filter. At least I had the gingerbread on, so you had some animation or something moving and not bored. This is kind of boring, ain't it? I knew it was. So before you comment stupid stuff, maybe stay here for a minute. Again, I don't respect you, KJ. I don't, okay? I did respect you. I did. That was the difference. I don't now. Because you tried to make it like I was messing with children too. You turned Lynn's situation. You said, oh, what was it? You wasn't raising the boy at 18. He was 12. You was, what, trying to infatuate yourself with him? Who the fuck in their right mind ever says something like that? Who says an 18-year-old cannot raise children? Who the fuck says an 18-year-old cannot help raise a 12-year-old? Are you fucking delusional? You know there's real people in here that lose both their parents and at 18 and they have to take their siblings on? But you don't see that, right? Right, KJ? Because, what, you've been so well?
16-year-olds out here taking care of kids.
Well, you say you're so wealthy, right? You grew up in the best fancy life. You was adopted, honey. You know why? Because you had no good life before that. You wouldn't have had a good life. You had family that was in war, that didn't want you. And you got adopted. And that's a true story. That's not being mean. That's what you said. Your mouth. You was adopted because of war, and your parents didn't want you. So I'm going to repeat to you again, okay? You got blessed to be adopted into a family. To have that, okay? I was blessed to have a family with money. I'm going to say that, alright? Oh, no. I'm not saying nothing on adopted kids. I'm saying what she said. So, Ellie, before you run your mouth too, why don't you sit here and watch? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I don't like. Y'all insert your comments and put your foot in your mouth and you make yourself look like an asshole. Just saying. If you're going to speak on it, you need to understand you're not allowed to speak on other people's lives and their children. Okay, KJ? You was adopted and don't have children. But you speak on people's parenting, how their families was broke, how their mothers and dad never had nothing. You need to relook at yourself. Alright? Before you judge that. You need to rethink how you come out here and you say slurs towards LGBTQ. You use hate crimes. You tell people you hope they get SHOT. You hope people's children get taken. You said, I'm going to protect your children from you. Who the fuck are you to protect anybody's children from anyone? Because what you said that with is people that put up deceased. That's doxed people. That's harmed people. Now, I ain't perfect. I've done some stupid shit too, yes. But I took that accountability with these people. The same people that you bring up in that panel. And you know why they're so quick to turn and jump as soon as we fought? Because you didn't listen to them the last week when I sat with you. Oh, they thought you was the worst. Oh, they thought you was the most toxic, two-sided.
They thought that she was taking your side.
Oh, yeah. but they love to jump in there as quick as it goes with me now, right? hmm See, now I'm not going to be any nasty of you. Okay, Philly, RZA, Daz, you'll never get that accountability. You'll never get an apology. RZA, you said you was going to get on your knees and give me a better BJ than my wife ever could, honey. You literally have sat there with people that has made remarks about my wife doing things behind the bars with other men. The children in her stomach is not even mine. The fact that these children are not even mine, y'all said, right? You put the mother of my child on green screen and said that she was 15 when I got her pregnant on Pastor Petty's when she wasn't. She was 19 actually, and I was only 24. So yeah, let's talk about that, y'all. Let's talk about how destructive you've been. And remember, Blue, you always want to go and talk about me, so now I'm actually going to talk about you. Now I'm going to talk about you all the time, okay? See, you won't stop on me, and you want to stalk me and follow me. You doxed everybody. Truly. You threatened every woman in my box last year. You doxed them all. I doxed you all! I still got that recording. I need you to stop. And I need you to stop with people contacting my family. It doesn't matter if it's the mother of my child, my daddy, his girlfriend. I need all of you to stop contacting them. It's not right. It doesn't make any of you better. And it makes, honestly, you ugly. I might have been ugly, but it makes you ugly. Do you want to say, try to correct PP? It's still, without being mean here, Katie, all of you's done me wrong too, though. And you've all bullied me too. I might have bullied at one point, I might have said things, but you contacted my family, Katie. Like, I'm not trying to be mean here when I say this, but I try to change and get better and forgive and look over. But there's things that I should forgive either, just like people don't want to forgive me. You got mad at me because I blocked you last time, Katie, and that's when it started back up. Because I blocked you back. Because I didn't want it no more. I'm just saying, I know, I'm just saying, if I block people, I should be able to move on. And I should be able to move on. I shouldn't have to worry about my family getting contacted. I shouldn't have to worry about my pizzas being sent to my house like Blue and them was involved with and wanted to laugh and lie and say they didn't send pizza to my house when they did. It's just stupid. It's like everybody wants to point fingers, say Dalton's horrible. Nobody wants to say, I contacted his dad. I contacted the mother of his child. I spoke about his children. I said they wasn't his. I put these pictures up of his family. I put his address up. I doxed his phone number. No one says that, though. Oh, he's a predator, though. He talks to minors. Look at this. Let me clip this and edit this 21-year-old and this 20-year-old and say they're minors and put stickers over it so they don't see who the real people are. We're just going to say they're minors. Or Brittany getting in my box saying I coached where she was coached by Blue, saying she had a warrant. But yet, I was still called a predator because these things was accusations on my head. Because, oh, I was an easy target. Let's call him a predator. Since nobody else believes he's horrible, we're going to make him think he's the one thing that he's not.
Point out all the bad things you did, but won't take accountability for what they've done.
That's what bothers me, Savage, is because not one time has them actually got up here and said, besides Melanie, got in a box and said, I did this to Dalton too. Now, he did this to me, yes, and it hurt me, but I did this also to Dalton. We don't have to apologize, but I did this. No one does. No one does. It's the same people that are doing the most, but want to speak on me. Most of you, and I'm saying most of you, not all of you, most of you have sat with people condoning the racist remarks, N-words, all right? Calling people a predator. What gives you a right to sit with people calling people predators that's not? What gives you a right? What gives you a right to go in here and call grown-ass people predators? That's not. When did we learn that word is so easy to use? TikTok's fucking made y'all soft as fuck too, because y'all get offended by everything, but y'all are doing the most. You're harmful. You're harmful to people that want to grow. You don't want them growing. You want to break them. You want to keep it going after the accusations, after the accountabilities, everything that everyone has done. Just like on KJ's. KJ does not let accountability happen and apology happen, because after it happens, she drags it on. You've seen it with me. You've seen it with the other girl. I don't give a damn at this moment. Let me say this. It's disgusting what that girl said. Yes. It's not right she was racist. It's not right that she had that mindset. It is not right that she did what she did. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. But damn, if you don't like the girl and you don't want to be around her because she's racist, that's cool. Block her. But she stood up and said, I said it. I know I fucked up. I'm sorry. You don't have to take it. I'm just saying it for anybody that wants to. And y'all didn't even care at that point. You have to educate people. People have to learn to be better than their ancestry, than their families, than their moms and dads. They was raised that way. Y'all say it starts in the fucking house, right? It starts in the house. That's what y'all's wordings. It starts in the house. Racism and all this, right? Well, she's out of the house. Why can't you educate her now? Why can't you teach her? Okay, well, you're not saying it now. You took the accountability. I haven't seen you say it since. Okay, you're doing better. Proud of you. Not, you're always going to be racist. They're not always the same thing. I'm going to say this right now. They're not. Yes, at one point you was racist. One point you said things. You can educate and be better and love the world. You can come to love them and understand them and not see skin color. I'm just saying it. I don't know why people want to act like we're trying to make the world better when all y'all want to do is divide it. You have so much diversity on every spectrum of the planet, from phones to real life to jobs to even airplanes. You can't even sit by certain people because they're so jealous or rude or racist or whatever. It's true. But nobody wants to fix it. Nobody wants to let things go right, because you got to keep it dragging on because you're their mom and dad, or they're your God, right? Like you own them. Like you got to fix them. Who the fuck are you to fix them when you need to be fixing yourself? Thank you so much. Who are you to fix anybody when you got to fix your fucking self? Can you look in your mirror and say your mirror's not cracked? Can you look in your mirror that reflects back to you and say it's not cracked? I bet you can't. Can you open that closet and say there's no skeletons in it? I bet you can't. Can you open that doorway and say I've never said not one rude thing on TikTok to somebody or made fun of them or body shamed them or said something rude? Because I know you have. Y'all commenters, man, are the messiest. Y'all are sometimes worse than the people in the boxes fighting, instigating, calling people names, slurs. I've seen it all. But we're in a judgmental world. You know what they say about a judgmental world, don't you? You'll never achieve. When you're always jealous of someone else's gain, you'll never strive. When you always want more than you got, you'll never get it. You're supposed to need it, earn it, and challenge yourself to get there. And if you have to tell yourself you're nice, you're not nice. No. No one has to tell someone on the internet that they're a good person or they're nice. That's bullshit. Actually, none of you are actually nice. You have a front.
Well, I know I'm not nice.
No. Let me be nice here. Let me say it. You put a front on to the people you love. And I'm going to say this. You can love them and be nice to them, yes. But when you don't like that one person, or you fought with that one person, oh, you're not nice. Oh, no, your comeback was rude. You said some rude stuff. You cussed them back out. Just because they started doesn't mean you're not a problem, too. So I'm just saying, none of you are truly nice. It's if you choose to be nice. Do you want to be nice, or do you want to be mean? Because it's both. It's equal. Same thing as it's free. You can be mean. That's free. You can be nice. That's free. What do you want? I believe there's good people in this world, and I believe there's bad people in this world, and I believe there's people in this world that are insecure, and that's why they hurt. That's why they hurt other people. They hurt the things around them. They hurt the people they love. I don't want to have internet friends anymore, okay? I'm not being mean here. I don't trust y'all. The only one right now that I trust is myself, and I'm not saying that against you, Sabs. Please don't take that wrong, okay? I'm saying that because every time I did trust...
because I've seen what's happened. I've seen what's happened, and I totally understand.
Every time I trust somebody and love them and truly love them, I got hurt because it was lies and deception at the end of it. You can talk and say, we're not friends no more, and yeah, I hurt you and this and that, but when you drag me on and say, I got pictures of kids on my phone, and then you try to say I'm a predator, and you just do things way worse because you don't like me. That's when I can't. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Savage, can you
Which I
talk for just a
know,
second? I'm getting distracted. Can you talk to them for like 3 minutes? I gotta mute for just a minute, okay?
which is not true because we've already seen the proof that you don't have any babies on there besides your own. I
Now
know
I'm gonna
that.
say this. Do you see how I'm acting here, Savage, and I'm not reactive to people that I cannot be around? Okay, they call me reactive. It's not I'm reactive. Let me tell you this. I get triggered setting in boxes with people because they say the meanest things about me and they say the hurtfulest things. No matter if I try to not, no matter if I don't want to say nothing. I took beatings on this app just like I put people through shit. I'm not a victim. Again, listen to me. But I take a lot. I take a lot, and I get pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. I will take days off here. I will stay away from people. I even got a KJ's box for a little bit, and it's constantly everywhere I go. It's a drag of Dalton. It don't matter, KJ, what you say. This whole week it's been Dalton involved because every person you brought up has talked about me. So yeah, I have to get in that box. I have to defend my name. I have to say what they did. And you even stood up for me. You said your own mouth. Dalton took his accountability. Are we always going to hold something against him? Accountability is not keep dragging it. That's awareness right there. You say it, you get it done, acknowledgement, change, move on. But yet, you didn't do any of that, KJ.
Sure
You,
didn't.
you didn't do none of it for nobody. You
Because
don't
we could
care
be
about
sitting there
anybody.
talking about Faith, and then she brings somebody up, and they start talking about you, and then it all starts about you. And it's like, it wasn't even about you, it was about Faith.
Well, it's just like Savage. Today it didn't start with Faith. It started with another topic, and then Jeremy came up, and then Elia came up. And, I came up because of Elia, and I wasn't going to speak on Jeremy. I even tried to get him back. When I addressed Elia, okay, let me say this to anybody on here, okay? Let's say Angie in the comment. Let's just use her, not Savage. Say Angie came up right now, and Angie was getting called out for something, right? And what Angie did was wrong. We know it was all wrong. And I had sat there and told Angie, I said, let me give you an example to show you why it's wrong, but not be mean to you and say, hey, I was an adult. I did date someone older. I was 18, though. You're not dating someone that's 18. You're dating someone that's younger. So that is very wrong. You've got to see that, Elia, whether your parents agreed or not. I do see the part where your parent agreed, their parents, whatever. I get that. But that was my point. When they flipped it back around and wanted to question Lynn and say she was a creep, Lynn did not make the first move ever. Okay, let me tell you this. Lynn might have been my substitute teacher for 1 week, all right? And that was because of the fact when I was 17 years old, my teacher got sick. She came in. I never spoke to Lynn. I never addressed her. We didn't talk, none of this through school. I just remembered her being my substitute. When I turned 18 years old and I went to the bar, because in Canada, at that time, I was allowed to drink, okay? I don't know how y'all feel now because it's 19 now for y'all, but it was 18 back then. So let me tell you this. I got drunk. I hit on her. I ended up back in her house. We got together for years. I was really together for 6 years, but we broke up after 4. So at 22, I broke up with her. I still lived with her for 4 more years, okay? So I lived with her until I was literally 26, 28 years old, somewhere around that time frame. During this time, just because I lived there does not mean I was with her. I was in a different room at this time. But even if I wanted to be with an older woman, she did not look at children that way. I was a grown man. She, at first, didn't know how to take you anyways. She didn't know how to feel about someone that young liking her, but there was an adult. So I did persuade. I was like, I like you. I think you're hot. I've had a crush on you, the first time I saw you. So yeah, I got with her. It wasn't a fake let me hook up with my substitute teacher like you hear on TV. I had a crush on her. I ended up with my crush that was older than me. Oh my God. Some people like older people. I don't know why. It's weird to like older when it should be weird to like younger. I'm just saying. So me being a man and all and liking older, that's what I liked. I've always liked older women. So I got what I enjoyed, what I wanted, and that was my right. But to call her a predator is where you hurt me, because Lynn has been a amazing woman. When I tell you she doesn't come on here, she doesn't get in drama, she's taught children all over the world. She's never harmed a child. She wouldn't think about that. She's a nurse. She has children of her own, grandchildren. Like, she raises her own grandchildren because her own son is in and out of jail now and on rugs. You don't know. Like, when I tell you, Lynn is a good fucking person. A good person. And I will fight her. Even like me and my wife was talking about it a while ago. She's like, Lynn's a good person. I know Lynn too. The fact that you also turned around and you said that I couldn't help raise her son at 18. I raised my brother's son at 18 because he was in and out of the army doing things. And that's a true story. I also helped raise a 12-year-old boy. I did. That needed to be took to school. I could drive. I got him up and fed him because his mother worked third shift and got home 3 hours before he had to be at school. So let me say this again to you, everybody that's pissed off. I was a damn good man to her. She was a damn good woman. And I was engaged. And we almost got married. And that could have been my stepchild. And what would you have done then? You'd been mad if you'd seen me on the internet now because I'm with somebody that was 12 years older than me? Oh my God. And you called her grandmother. Honey, she's only 46 now. She's not even 50. She's only 12 years older than me. She's not that old. And I've grown 12 years since then. So I'm just saying, or 14 years since then. So I'm just saying, you want to then turn around and say, oh, what, did I have some infatuation with her daughter when she don't have a daughter? And then you said, oh, I mean the son. That boy was 12 years old. You just made accusations that his could have been stepdad that had no harm to a child or anything, had them intentions when that wasn't even true, and you put that in that air over there. That's where I didn't respect you. And KJ, I'm going to let you know right now, and Miss B, I hope you're watching, Miss B. KJ, you have been reported. You have been reported. I'm just letting you know that fully. She took that to her brother, which is a lawyer. She called the cops, made reports. And she's also seen how she can contact your local police over there since you've told us where you're at. So I told her where you was at over there. So she's working on that to report that across these too. So I'm going to let you know this. If you want to play fire with fire because you spoke on her child and you called her a predator and you literally went against the law, that's your choice. That ain't mine. That's hers, and she has the money. She's got money. She'll pay for it all. But for you to sit there and do that and speak on everyone's children says a lot for you, KJ. And it speaks volumes.
To say that you're untouchable, I'm sorry, nobody's untouchable.
Well, I might have 99 views here, and that's because right now a lot of people are still there, but I do have more than this usually. And like when we reset it, I had almost 200. All her views dropped down to 230. She only had 100 and something when I came in there. I brought it up to 500. I ain't lying to y'all. I'm not being exaggeration savage. Did I not bring that live stream up to 500 people?
Yes, you did. And that happens every time that you get in a box.
Because I'm popular when it comes to these talks, because it revolves around Dalton. A lot of it. When you hear Faith, there's Dalton. When you hear Jeremy, there's Dalton. When you hear these other people, there's Dalton. When it comes to KJ lately, there's been Dalton. So I'm going to tell you this. And I love using this word now since I like to use the word y'all. I'm going to tell you this, KJ. You see how I'm using what you're saying? You see how I'm using the terms? I'm going to say what you're saying. I'm going to use your complex, okay? KJ, if you feel that you're a better person by doing this, that's awesome. I hope you're proud. I do hope you sleep good at night. I'm not going to wish anything on you, all right? But the fact that you even said over there, I'm proud I don't have children because I wouldn't want to be some of the parents you are. Shame on you. Because some of these people are good parents and they've been lied on this internet and bullied and they work hard and some struggle to just make sure their babies eat, but they get them fed. You don't know how hard it is to be in poverty. I was there at one point. I know how it is to be homeless when you're a child. I went through it with my mom, and I don't like talking about that. See how I stuttered there? My speech impediment gets me sometimes. I know what it's like to also be poor. You need to know that. And y'all want to say I sat in my car all day, don't take care of my kids. Actually, I've been inside so much in this past fucking few months, you don't even know. More time with my kids, more time with my wife, more time with all of it. And the fact that you make a point because I came out to my car away from my kids so they don't hear this, and I come on here for maybe an hour or two. There's 24 hours in a day. 2 hours out of that day doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't make you not a parent. KJ, I'm going to respectfully not wish children on you because that's a horrible thing, what you did. I hope one day that you don't change your mind, find a man, and then end up pregnant and regret it the way you speak on children. Yeah, she was defending me yesterday and the day before, but today, She called me a predator and said I like to mess with my 12-year-old stepson. Mm-hmm.
And she flip flops a lot.
One second, y'all. I'm talking to my wife. One sec.
Yeah, for the love of art, she's always on. Like, I wonder if she ever sleeps, man. Yes, she does. She wants the views and the attention.
Oh, no, it ain't just attention. KJ tells you she does this for views. It's not TikTok, okay? She's delusional. She's not streamer. She's a TV show. All right, called the King John Show. It's not streaming. It's a show. All right, get it correct how she says it. Okay, you're on her television show. All right. During this time, she wants money, and she wants the clout. She'll tell you, yes, I'm a show. I want people to watch us. I want clout. People who don't sleep usually have so. Oh, we know. Oh, Candy, we know. The girl hasn't washed her hair in 4 days, has wore the same black shirt and the same robe for 2 weeks. I'm not joking. I'm not joking to you. I'm not joking to you. Has not washed that robe because there's still a stain on it on the left corner where she spilt food on it eating the other day. And it's still on it. That's disgusting, KJ.
Yeah.
For you being rich and having that beautiful shower and that big ass mansion you call. Girl, I'd be loving them showers. I would be jumping in that big ass claw tub that you have that you set down on the floor the other day in. Girl, there ain't no way in hell you can't get me in the shower. I feel nasty if I ain't took a shower every day. I really do. I missed a day and I feel nasty the next day. Straight up, I feel nasty. I'm like, I gotta get a shower right now. I know, because she's been live bragging. I know, look, okay, and then she's gonna show her shoe that's got rippage in it, but she wants to brag about her shoes. But then all her shoes in her closet, I want you to know they're not luxury shoes. They're not. I looked them up. I literally took a screenshot, went to Google, and she has a bunch of Nikes, a couple Converse in the background, black ones. Then she has some weird South African brand. I don't know what it is, but it's a cool looking shoe, but it's only $130. Like, all her shoes range from $100 to $130. And then she bragged on her 1982 Rolex. It was a 1982 Rolex. A 1982 authentic. Let me say it like she does. Authentic Rolex. Thank you, Lisa.
She does the same thing that Gucci does. Flashes her money and just.
Also, she keeps her Rolex in a knockoff Louis Vuitton box. If you would have screenshotted it, on the sides, the Louis Vuittons flip backwards. I'm not joking. Get her to show you the box again. On the side, the Louis Vuitton's backwards. It literally says VL on the side. It doesn't say LV. It says VL. And the L's facing the right way. Yeah. But I didn't want to call you out, Miss Rich Girl. I did not.
What's that wooden spoon about?
She's gonna smack you with it. That is her spoon.
Oh, okay.
It's her spoon, Mama.
Oh, she got dreadlocks?
She does. She has on the side, but then she has her hair in a bunch. So she has like a little dreadlock right here. Like it's one. I think it's their culture, like they did the one or two. So she has it tucked. But when she pulls her hair down, you can see it. And then she has a bun. So she has like her hair up, the two dreadlocks right here on the side, and then she has the bun.
And them dreadlocks should not get washed. Their hair matted together.
Well, she doesn't wash it anyways. I'm not trying to be mean, but she don't wash it anyways. Like,
me. Can you do
Who's her crazy mod Firecracker? I seen everyone. I don't mind Firecracker though. Like that's the thing is like I don't really have a problem with anyone else other than the people that inserted today and KJ. All right. See, Firecracker came up and she didn't insert. She was just like, "Wow, it's been a show today." Kind of just sat there. She's like, "I'll drop down." You know, Firecracker. I even shared it to me. I was like, "Why are you sharing this back to me? They're putting accusations on me that's not true."
Go and get themselves arrested.
Why does she keep calling people that too? You know that's offensive, right? That's actually an offensive word in her culture. If you search it on Google, what she just said, I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not getting in trouble for it.
No, right, but it's up to you on how you make
It's very offensive, the things that she does and says.
With everything I've been through, KJ, I could sit here and feel sorry for myself, but why? Just fix it so I can go on with my life, okay? And I laugh when
That's Mama D.
What's crazy is the guy that she claimed that was her brother said that she got her mama's looks but her daddy's money.
Yeah. That's Mama Dukes talking right now.
He is beautiful.
Thanks, my snowman.
Mama Dukes, you want to tell them how you claimed I spoke on your minor grandchildren when I never spoke on your minor grandchildren? I spoke on the adult one that was in my comments. That was 28? When I said it was 28.
Because he's turning 11 soon.
I know, okay, I had to make sure
Yep,
because it was
she
here.
was 28.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she mocks Americans in The Voice. She says the R word. She says slurs against the LGBTQ right in front of somebody that just got called them slurs over and over and over, and then decides to say them herself while trying to educate someone why not to say them, but saying it herself. Sure did. She has told people to go SHOT themselves. That she hopes they get SHOT. That people don't ever have children. She wishes their children would get taken from them. That she is going to call and protect them children if she was in America. Oh, yeah. KJ is just the start of it.
I tried to follow you and you private.
Oh, yeah, Angie. True. She called me a predator and a grown-ass woman today because I dated an older woman. Angie, because I dated an older woman today. Do you know I was 18 and I dated an older woman that made her a predator? Because I was an adult, a male adult, and the fucking classification of human nature, a man. She was a predator, though. And then I apparently wanted to touch her 12-year-old boy because I raised him. That's her education on it. Because I was 18 raising a 12-year-old with a woman that was older than me, helping her raise the child. I apparently wanted to touch that 12-year-old. That's what she said. True, honest to God.
Exactly, but that troglodyte.
And then, there's that word again, which is very offensive in your language over there and your culture. Very offensive. That's a slur, by the way, if y'all don't know over there. That is a slur to a South African. South African.
KJ is I had to go in and so since I have been coming in here, I have like a ton of people wanting to follow me.
None of it's true. None of it is, and that's the sad thing. And she literally was like, he condones predatory ways. No, I don't. I sat there and stopped being friends with Aliyah because Aliyah got called out and found out that she was dating a 15-year-old at 23. The fuck?
And Aliyah runs over to MJ's live, like, what the fuck?
I know, then she ran to the enemies talking shit, like, instantly. I was like, Aliyah, are you fucking kidding me?
Hold up.
If you can fight in wars, then you can date an older woman. That's what I'm saying, though. If I was living on my own. Let me say this, okay? If I was still in school, and I lived at home with my parents, and I didn't have no job, no income, and no car, I could see that being weird. Like, being in school still, and, like, that aspect. I was out of school. I was in fucking already going on 19. I was halfway. I was 18 to 19. On top of it, what's the problem with me liking older women?
Oh yeah, Dalton's live right now.
Oh, I got her restricted? For what?
He's not talking about us, though.
She got a live restriction. Go report her now. She got a live restriction. If you report KJ now, since she said she can't go down, you can get her taken down. You can. She lied to y'all, by the way. She don't have no special account. She said that because she don't want to go down. You just ain't reporting for the right stuff.
The thing is with Dalton, right?
Yeah. Oh, there I
He's
am.
trying so hard to prove that he's not what they say he is, and he's proving that he is. Thank you.
I have never proved I was a P3DO, and I have a right to prove I'm not that. I have a right to prove I'm not that. What the fuck do you mean?
Is on you. They already contacted a lawyer, please. Okay, that's fantastic. Email.
I didn't contact them. She did, and you don't know what Lynn's pull is. You don't know who she knows and what she can do. Her brother's a fucking lawyer, for Christ's sakes. An actual, real fucking big lawyer.
From Pinky's area, or he was, but he's with Diva now.
I ain't with Diva.
What? Let's see.
No, we not.
Bitch, who lying? Firecracker, who the fuck you lying about? I was with Pinky's group, then went to Diva. Bitch, I was friends with both of them, and then I stopped being friends with Diva because Diva's a racist, and she wanted to call me a pedophile.
Sit with us. Thank you, love.
Girl, I don't want to sit with you.
But it's not because I'm on.
I don't want to stand with a bigot. Oh, did I say that?
I've never been.
Sorry. I don't want to stand with somebody that's homophobic and racist and a bigot and talks about Americans the way they do.
Okay, Chris.
Did somebody just say he was over with Diva?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's with Diva?
Dalton's in with Diva right now?
No, the fuck I'm not.
Oh, hold on.
It ain't right fucking here, you weirdo.
Y'all better come live right. Y'all better come my live right now. Cause who the fuck is? Where's Diva? Where the fuck is Diva? Where the fuck is Diva? I need
If
to
she
know
came in
that.
here, I'd give her a piece of my
They
motherfucking
ain't threw no
mind.
fucking fishing rod at me and thought I caught the fish in the hook. My vein might pop out. That don't mean it's hooked. Grandma,
Love
you
and
stupid.
Spades? Do you
Who
see
the fuck
Diva
with
here?
Diva?
So Love and Spades just came in here, and she's one of KJ's mods.
I am my own live. Stupid.
It is.
Dalton, that's me.
Not the names, but Mayo's over there. Ketchup.
Wait, hold up. Which one is Diva? Wait, what?
Oh, Diva's talking about.
Diva's the big screen.
No.
Oh my god, I gotta hurry up. I gotta go in just a minute, y'all.
Which lady on the screen is Diva?
She's not on the screen. She goes.
Y'all, me and my wife's going out to eat in the casino. We're gonna enjoy our night. All of you Fupa Hoopers can kiss my ass.
Really?
So over this shit. Hey, Savage.
Big.
Savage. You get to be spy duty, okay? You get to be spy duty. Hi. We're
What about
watching
me?
you, John. I am not with
What about
Diva.
me?
You fucking ratchets lying over on me. You fucking grandma. We're watching me, John. I am not with Diva. You fucking ratchets lying over on me. You fucking grandma. Yeah, keep laughing over there, grandma.
Bro, Dalton, settle the hell
Say
down.
something south about
I
me,
am
bitch,
settled.
because
Do
I've
they
been
not
nothing
realize-
but fucking
Do
nice.
they not realize I'm from Alabama, like originally the South, and this is how we get. Like, this isn't rowdy. This is how I talk. And like, if y'all can't handle it, then damn.
So she understands the disabilities, right?
And this is how we get. Like, this isn't rowdy. This is how I talk. And like,
Yeah.
if y'all can't handle it, then
Dalton,
rawr.
Dalton,
We
I
don't
know
care
how
about
you
Dalton.
are.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me through their live stream. Jesus mercy.
Yeah, don't worry, you can firecracker. It's the end. Dalton is done.
Got it. It's done.
Yeah. Dalton has now officially been blacklisted.
I've been blacklisted. By who,
You're in
girl?
another country.
Where the fuck? What are you? You're not even famous. You're irrelevant.
Cookit.
For you to say that he's blacklisted, though.
I'm blacklisted, y'all. Y'all.
This is like Dalton. I mean, he does.
He says, you're just a person
They
on the
think
fucking
I'm really-
internet.
They really think I'm butthurt. I'm actually not. the fact that I'm on here, at least being a civil person enough to defend myself on them accusations and coming on and talking about it. See, I cannot even talk about it. I can ignore it, let it go. But that just makes me look like a creep. Anybody that's called something they're not is going to stand up and get irritated that you keep calling them that you keep trying to make them out like something that they're not. So yeah, why am I not allowed to get passionate and hurt because you called me a predator, something that's very disgusting, and then said I wanted to touch my 12-year-old stepson?
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Sick bitch.
And then she said I was blacklisted. I want to know, am I blacklisted from South Africa? Or am I blacklisted from South Africa TikTok? Or am I blacklisted from South Africa King John Show?
Right?
She's trying to make a cult. She's got a cult. It's just not called a cult there. It's called Delusion Land. They don't drink grape juice. They drink Kool-Aid. They can't afford grape juice. They had to get the 10-cent packets. Yeah. They can't even afford the communion crackers. Okay, they had to get the knockoff non-saltine crackers that ain't even got the salt in it. Yeah, they can't even get the good crackers to eat. Okay.
Right.
All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go. I love y'all. Savage, I need you to be my
What an
spy.
amazing time.
I need you to be my spy for me. You know what to do. If you see anything that I need to know, you know how to reach me here or Snap, wherever. And I love you. I love y'all all. For real, I know a lot of you don't know me, but I want to say this to all of you before I go. I just hope you give me the pleasure of understanding, as I do have a past like all of you, and I've made my own mistakes on this app. I truly have. But I hope you give me the time to see the change. Now, if I fight with somebody because they're calling me pedo and all this, you can't get mad at me for fighting with them on that. That's a fucked up accusation. Right. You just can't get mad at me for that. I have a right to fight them, okay? I don't care if you're man, woman, whoever. You don't call someone that. That's children. You just don't.
Label somebody that's not that.
Yeah. So if you see me fighting with these people, it's because I have a right. It's not because I'm.
You have every right.
Like people label me as a D writer. I'm like, excuse me, what?
I know. I love how everyone's S-ing my D, as Rizza says. But damn, I don't get that much in life anyways. But damn, if I had...
But Rizza loves to fucking talk on my DB, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna say...
Right.
Hold on 1 second.
One thing is not a connection to where we go in. Dr. Wade is a crackerjack medical examiner and one of the best pathologists.
All right, sorry, I had to mute for a second. I just want to say this. If I was getting that many BJs, I'd probably be more pleasant in life. Especially from everybody, since, you know.
Oh my God.
I just want to say, Rizza, for you saying everybody else is giving me sloppy nappies, you're the one that said you wanted to get on your knees last month and give me a better BJ than my wife could. So before you want to get... No, Angie. Rizza said everybody's D-riding me and wants to S my D, but she's the one that said she wanted to get on her knees last month and give me a better BJ than my wife ever could. True story. True story. But you telling everybody else they doing it, right? I think you're dreaming, girl. I think you're really...
Respectfully, I would fuck your wife. Sorry, I have much love for you, but I'd fuck your wife.
If you saw my wife, most people would, and they are jealous because my wife is very beautiful and has the most amazing life that they could never have. Honestly, the money she makes, our wonderful children, our home alone, they're jealous of. Okay, most of the people that kid, and I'm not being mean because I'm proud of this. Okay, I didn't always have this. I'm proud of this. Now, hey, King John. You know, I lived in a mansion 2 years ago, and Savage and many people can tell you that. There's videos of me out there, so it's not that fancy to live in a mansion, honey. It's really not. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you videos because they're still on my 200,000 account. So, money's not everything. Can't take it with you, and you can't wipe your ass with a dollar bill without getting a paper cut because it's not as easy as toilet paper. So, if you want paper cuts and hemorrhoids, keep coughing about it. All right. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all back later.
Bye.
Let me say by the right way. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.
Yes, bye.
No filter at all, since they all sound fake. No filter, bitches. Even tired Dalton. You get the tired. Oh, my God. I'm so ugly. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that just to be an asshole. I
No,
love y'all.
you know.
Bye, y'all.